Hello everyone. I am Dr. Amahani Khan, and today I am going to teach you a skill that is extremely important for every homeopathic practitioner, and this skill has the potential to take your practice from zero to the very top. Today we are going to talk about small talks. Now you may wonder why. Out of everything, we are learning this first. There is a reason behind it. The moment you master small talks, you master the skill of building connections. The more meaningful connections you build, the more your practice grows. This skill is not only useful in homeopathy, but in every aspect of life. It helps you become a better human being and brings many positive changes into your life. I always say that homeopathy and life are deeply connected. So what changes happen when you master small talks? First, you build trust. Trust creates stronger bonding with your patients and with the people around you. Second, many new opportunities begin to open for you. You start growing rapidly, and wherever there is growth, there is endless learning. Third, you build more and more connections. Those connections eventually become a strong network. The more people you meet, the more life stories you hear, the richer your experience becomes, and naturally your clinical practice improves. The fourth benefit is concision. Instead of wasting your energy in long, unnecessary conversations, you learn to extract the conclusion in a short and meaningful way. In less time, you achieve much greater benefits without wasting your energy. Whenever you meet someone for the first time or whenever you see a new patient, mastering small talks helps you create an unforgettable first impression. That first impression stays with the patient until the very end. The most important thing is that patients remember how you made them feel. They may forget your words, but they never forget the feeling you created. That is why you should be friendly, welcoming, open, approachable, and above all, a genuinely good human being. By being a good human being, I mean that nobody should feel uncomfortable in your presence. People should feel relaxed around you. They should enjoy your company and naturally want to spend more time with you. The same applies to your patients. If you make them feel relaxed and comfortable, that emotional experience stays in their memory and later opens many wonderful opportunities for you. In homeopathy, we always learn that small things matter the most. That is exactly why we are discussing small talks today. They may seem small, but they create a huge impact. They have the power to make your practice flourish or completely ruin it. Every small interaction should be enjoyable. Now I will share a few important rules with you about what you should do and what you should avoid while interacting with your patients. Remember that you spend only a short period of time with your patients, and they are complete strangers in the beginning. How you start the conversation, how you make them comfortable, how you help them open up, and how you connect with them is extremely important. This is something that makes almost every homeopath feel uncomfortable in the beginning. Today we are going to end that uncomfortable feeling and make our practice stronger. So please note down whatever I am going to teach you. If these principles help you anywhere in your life, then do remember us and share your experiences below. Tell us which point helped you the most, how your practice is growing, and what new lessons you have learned. We are learning this today because anyone can teach you technical work, but no one teaches you personal skills. These are skills you have to develop yourself. You will not find them in books unless you consciously work on yourself. Nobody can simply teach these skills to you. They develop only through continuous practice. Once you master them, life becomes much more comfortable and your growth becomes much faster. Rule number 1 is mute yourself and try to be interested rather than trying to be interesting. People love talking about themselves, so allow them to do that. The more space you give someone to open up and feel comfortable, the better your conversation becomes. Even in the organon of medicine, we are taught that we should listen more and talk less. The more silent space you create, the more relaxed your patient feels. They begin to expand naturally into that space. Now you may ask, what if I remain silent and my patient is also an introvert who remains silent? Then how will the conversation continue? That is where your questions become your greatest strength. Ask about the small details of their life. Listen carefully. Appreciate them. Give genuine compliments whenever appropriate. Every time you finish a sentence, end it with a question so that there is no awkward silence and the other person naturally feels invited to respond. For this, you need to prepare yourself before every consultation. Keep a list of good questions ready. This is a small tip from my side. Whenever I find myself in a difficult situation or experience an awkward silence with an introverted patient while I myself am also introverted, my magic trick is simple. I ask questions and increase engagement until the patient becomes comfortable and starts talking. Rule number 2 is match your patient's energy. Mirror their tone of voice and their body language. Psychology tells us that mirroring creates a feeling of familiarity. You no longer appear like a stranger. Instead, the patient begins to feel a natural connection with you. Rule number 3 is that your facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language should be soft, refined, and appropriate. Every patient has a different temperament, personality, and way of expressing themselves. You should adapt yourself according to their personality so that they feel comfortable with you and never feel that they are completely different from their doctor. Always respond with gentleness. Be sociable. Rule number 4 is something that many of us experience. Sometimes during conversations we become nervous and start saying sounds repeatedly while trying to think. Instead of doing that, give yourself permission to pause. Slow down. Listen carefully. Rather than filling the silence with unnecessary sounds, simply say, "Tell me more," or "Give me some more details." Rule number 5 is concision. Whenever we learn to convert long explanations into short, meaningful conclusions, we save time and focus only on the most important points. Our presentation becomes sharp, our conversations become structured, and we achieve excellent results. In a very short time, we gain much more because we remove unnecessary details and create strong logical connections between every important point. This makes the entire structure of our conversation much stronger. The biggest advantage is that with small efforts, we can achieve very big results. There is another important habit I want you to develop. Whenever you listen to any lecture, gain knowledge from someone, or even listen to this lecture, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what was this about? Why is it important for me? And how can I use it in my practice or in my life to improve and achieve the best possible results? Rule number 6 is try to initiate something that stimulates people's curiosity. Everyone is busy with work these days, yet deep inside, people carry many unanswered questions. Their curiosity quietly accumulates in the background of their minds. The moment they come across something that relates to those hidden questions, that curiosity gets triggered. They instantly connect and think, "This is exactly what I was wondering about, and why does this happen?" Rule number 7 is that learning how to start and maintain a small talk is not enough. You must also learn how to end it gracefully. If you do not know how to exit politely, then all the effort you put into creating a beautiful first impression can disappear in a single moment. A rude or abrupt ending can destroy everything you built during the conversation. When you know the conversation is coming to an end, gently prepare the other person a little beforehand by saying that after this final question, we will conclude our conversation. This creates a smooth and respectful ending. So this was all for today. I truly hope that this session brings a positive change into your life and helps you improve in many ways. Keep learning homeopathy and stay connected with us. Take care, and I will see you all in the next study session.
चीजों में खुशी नहीं है, अंदर खुशी रहती, बाहर नहीं रहती। इंसान की चीजों में खुशी नहीं रहती, इसको याद रखना जरूरी है। आप देखिए, एक बच्चा है, उसको आप चॉकलेट एक दिए, उसमें उसकी खुशी है, लेकिन आपको उसमें खुशी नहीं मिलती। आपकी गाड़ी चौक में रुकी, दौड़ते दौड़ते बच्चे आते हैं, आप बर्गर खा रहे थे, आपको नहीं अच्छा लग रहा हो, बस हो गया, आपको बर्गर आधा उस बच्चे को दे दिए जो आपकी कार के पास आके शीशे में से झांक रहा था अंदर। साहब, आप ग्लास नीचे किए और आप उसको बर्गर दे दिए, और कुछ चेंज पड़ा हुआ था जो आपके कुछ काम का नहीं, जेब में रखेंगे, आवाज पसंद नहीं आपको, तो आप क्या किए, वो चेंज उसको दे दिए। वो नाचते कूदते जाता, दूसरे बच्चों को दिखाता, देख मेरे पास क्या है। वो खुश हुआ, लेकिन आप नहीं थे खुश उस पर। क्यों? वो चीज अगर वाकई खुशी वाली होती तो उसको खुशी हो रही, आपको क्यों नहीं हुई? तो खुशी चीज में नहीं होती, उसको हम क्या समझते हैं, हम उसको किस निगाह से देखते हैं, वो हमारे अंदर रहती।